Welcome everyone, this is the real A-Town, aka RGB Fox, and here we have Mondo on the right playing Radiant Typhoon versus Israel on the left, or no, vice versa, I'm sorry, playing Kewl, and Israel opened the 1 of Gamma to negate and destroy Mondo's Swen, which is pretty disgusting. But here on Res, we're going to see Super Poly be activated to fusion summon off the driver and the Gamma to make Garura. And he does have Chrysaea, so on resolution, he can go ahead and special summon the Chrysaea here. Hopefully, this goes to be to his benefit. And we do see that this resolves, so we're going to see the Chrysaea here potentially add Chant and MST. I wouldn't imagine anything else at the moment, although he is going to go for the Swen, which does make more sense actually, because the Swen can get him more value. So now we're going to see Swen over here be special summoned out to go ahead and grab either Chant, maybe Vision. It could be Ascension, but I don't think that that would be the case here. So it will be the Chant, and now he's going to activate it, and that's going to be met with Delta. Ouch. Not something that you want to see, especially after getting hit with one of these cards already. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing Mondo could have really done about this. He just kind of got hoed here in the moment. From here, we're probably going to see him make the Varun. This is going to go ahead and be linked off to go ahead and link summon it, and then he can go ahead and grab MST. But the thing is, what else is this gonna do for you? Ultimately nothing much, unfortunately. He does have Mandate though in the gray, but he's gonna have to basically activate the MST first on, like, let's say a Kewl or any like quick play, potentially that or I say quick play, spell or trap that Israel might have. But here he is going to dedicate the normal summon of the Swen. He was going to go ahead and try to link summon, I believe, into an SP, but he is currently windlocked since Chrysaea was made. Now he can still make oh no, you cannot make Varun win, yeah, since he has a wind monster, right? So he can go ahead and now draw a card, and hopefully this gets him something. It looks like he got him Sheena. Hey, that's not bad actually. We'll take those. And then from here we're gonna see him pass, so it looks like the Delta and the driver are gonna be banished in the end phase. At least I believe so. We'll see. I mean, like, you might as well just set the MSTs, right? What he could do, actually, no, that wouldn't be that crazy, actually, no. I was gonna say he could pop an MST, but then, like, he's literally left with no interruption. So yeah, he's just gonna have to go ahead and kind of settle the dust here and hope that Israel doesn't have anything. And here we see Israel draw for turn. He draws an Ash Blossom, and now we have Kewl Synchro. Now I'm going to look this up really quick. I don't know that Mondo actually needed to chain MST here. I am almost certain that Varun would have been able to place the Mandate here, but here we're gonna see him have it anyways, and he's going to go ahead and attempt to draw. That does get met with an Ash Blossom. Nothing you can really do there. So he will not be able to draw at the very least at this moment. So Kewl Q is going to be activated here on summon. MST is going to be Chainlink 1, and then Mandate, if Israel has no response, can be Chainlink 2. And he does have Kewl Synchro, so is that card not once per turn? That'd be insane if it isn't. Yeah, so Varun says, if a quick play spell card is activated, except during the damage step, you can place one Radiant Typhoon continuous trap. So yeah, he didn't have to commit the MST at all, actually, which is unfortunate. If he had that knowledge, he would have had the 2 MSTs here, and he would have been able to resolve an MST on the Q to be able to negate it. Let's see. It looks like Kewl Synchro is something that you can activate twice per turn. So a lot of benefits here for Israel. Essentially drawing a I wouldn't say a god hand, but definitely a good hand here to be able to play through Mondo's field. Now, we're going to see Israel use the effect of Kewl, I believe, which is going to look at the top 2 cards of his deck. He banishes the Ascension and puts the Ash on the top so that Mondo doesn't get any good, top decks. And now Rico here is going to be summoned. Rico is going to search, I believe. He does have Kewl Tune, which is the field spell of the deck. It gives him an additional normal summon. And he has Mix? Is that what it is? I forgot the name. Also, his cards just look so fucking good. I mean, look at all these starlights that he has. Now he goes ahead and adds Clip here. So Rico ends up being actually a searcher instead. Okay. Okay, looks like from here, Israel's going to go ahead and Synchro Summon into the Zaylin. Oh, this is pretty dangerous now. Because now if Mondo chooses to respond with the Sheena, Zaylin will just be able to negate the Sheena here. So I believe he might be cooked. And I believe Rico's going to pop the back row. Unfortunate. You might as well just hold on, I guess, to the Sheena. And then if he decides to destroy the win by battle, you just, get a search off. That would be like your best bet. So the back row is going to be popped. So Mandate at the current moment is not going to be able to be utilized whatsoever to replace itself. However, unfortunately, it looks like one of the monsters used for the Synchro Summon was able to bounce the win. So, yeah, that's really tough. Mix is now coming onto the field with the additional normal summon to go ahead and special summon a Cool Tune monster from the deck, I believe. Or it's, I think, any tuner, actually. Yeah, it is any tuner. But here we're going to see the Q be... Oh, is that also a searcher? Ugh. Looks like I don't know my cards very well, it seems. Well, from here we're going to see battle phase. I believe that is 2400. No, 28. And then from here we're going to see him pass, but Mono doesn't have anything. He is top decking an Ash Blossom. So the turn is over. Or the game, I mean. Israel just kind of debating on what else he wants to do. Also, Zaylin is just such a good card, man. One can almost wonder if he should have activated Sheena beforehand. But then he still has the Kewl Tune to get the additional normal summon. So it's like, it would have been in vain in my opinion. So here he synchros into the Remix, sets a card, and then he's going to go ahead and pass. I mean, again, Mondo should know what he's top decking. But maybe he just doesn't want to give it up right away. Maybe Israel messes up. However, Israel is going to use the Remix effect here to tribute and choose 2 non-tuner synchros in the graveyard, add one of them to his hand, and then summon the other. And he can quick synchro if he wants. But yeah, Mondo sees the writing on the board and will scoop it up. Alright, game number 2. This time we're going to see Mondo start yet again, and he is going to begin with the Eldum on summon. Eldum is now going to go ahead and grab him a copy of Swen. He does already have Cresea here, so now he just really needs this Swen to resolve. And that's going to grab him probably the Vision. It could also be Chant. He could always add an MST. But I almost feel like the draw 2 can be really good here. Especially because he can go right here into Varun, which would get him an MST and thus a discard. But first he is going to summon a Meghala. And now he's going to normal summon the Cresea. Okay. Cresea is going to go ahead and get him 2 searches potentially. Which is going to be the Ascension and an MST. I wonder if it was better to just link off the Swen and the Swen and Eldum and then grab Ascension later so that you could have 2 level 3s to go for the, what's his name, Totem Bird, right? Doing it this way seems a little odd. Well, here he's going to go ahead and draw 2. This is a little risky because what if he draw Mandate? But he does draw Sheena instead and discards Eldum, so I guess not the worst thing that could occur. Now he's going to go ahead and trigger Maghala. Always, of course, want to make sure that you get that off before committing any further plays so that you can get access to the Monster Negate, right? That's always great. Now we're going to go ahead and activate on summon the effect of Varun to grab MST. And then from here, does he go for the Ascendance? Yeah, Ascension, rather. To go ahead and Reborn, I believe. That's going to get met with a Ghost Bell. It does negate the activation. So he is going to go ahead and chain the MST to pop it. And now since a quick play was activated, he can go place the Mandate. And the Ascension can go ahead and reset itself, which is going to be really good follow-up for the next turn. So right now he has Vision and MST, so he cannot draw quite yet, but I think he's fine. I don't think he needs to draw yet. So sets 2 cards, and then yeah, he's going to go ahead and pass. So he has Maghala to summon Phonics out next turn, which is going to be really nice. Varun obviously is going to be a Monster Negate, which is going to be very valuable. The Vararoon Link Monster, oh well, okay, evenly matched. And Israel has JJ Cool Tune. Oh man, that is rough. Okay. Yeah, I mean he had, or not the JJ Cool Tune, but Cool Tune Synchro. Unfortunate, man. Mondo's gonna lose a lot of cards here. So now he's going to go Ascension. What he could have done is summon the Sheena. And then the MST would be gone, but at least the Mandated, the Ascension, and the Droplet would go to hand, so he doesn't have to banish anything here. Yeah, really, really tough, unfortunately. I was not expecting an evenly, but it can be a blowout against Radiant Typhoon sometimes, so... okay. Ascension, instead of Reborning, is going to grab an MST. And now he's going to select what he wants to banish. The Ascension actually is one of those cards that should be getting banished as well. It will not go to the graveyard, even though on activation is designated to quote-unquote go to the grave. Evenly Match is on the field affecting it. So the Ascension is going to be banished because it's still face up on the field on resolution, unless he popped it with MST, in which case I'm incorrect, right? But if he didn't pop it with MST, then whole different story. Here though, he goes ahead and gets Crusea to search 2. I believe one of them was Phonics. No, he summoned the Crusea with the Maghala, which grabbed. Okay, yeah. Now here we have the Cool Tune Q. Cool Tune Q is going to go ahead and special summon from the deck a Tuner, which is going to be the Red Nova. From here, he's going to Synchro Summon into the level 4, which is the MS. And then, no, RS. No, that's a level 5. No, it would be Trackmaker. Okay. So he's going to lose a card from the top of his deck and get something top deck. I didn't see because I was reading something else. And now he's going to go ahead and Rico to search for a clip. I believe the Synchro might have added the Cool Tune Synchro. And now Synchro Overtake, which would reveal what? I believe it reveals Mix off for the remix here. It's a special summon from the deck. And now Q, is this going to be able to special summon itself or nah? Well, before we even get to see that, we're going to see Sheena activate its effect. So Mondo here having pretty good follow-up if he's able to live. Sheena on the field cannot be destroyed by battle the first time it would be. So while Israel does have an additional normal summon, how much further can he go, right, off of that? Although I will say that the field spell is able to special summon from the deck, but I don't know if it can be relevant. Okay, we see a Rico summoned. I don't know that there's anything else that he can really do though, except for just go for a synchro. He's taking his time to think. Whilst he goes ahead and does that, let's see. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a cool tune monster from deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, and he has already activated that effect. And now we're going to go ahead and see the Cool Tune Remix be activated. Not Remix, right? Let me see. Yeah, it's not going to be Remix. I believe it is the Mix, which ends up popping the card, right? Yeah, so it will pop the Sheena. Okay, and now Mondo starts for turn. So, let's see. He has Crusea, Phonics, Meghala. He has MST in the graveyard, so he should be able to special summon out, right? Unless, no, it probably got banished, right? Well, we're going to see Chant now. This is going to, in the draw phase, get him a level 3 Radiant Typhoon monster. But because he doesn't have MST, he's going to have to normal summon it to get some value. But he can go Crusea, though. Oh, but instead he goes for Phonics. Okay. This is not bad, actually. If he has an MST, right? So he could pop like the back row and then put back the Cool Tune, field spell, or maybe like pop the field spell and put back row plus the remix back into the deck, right? So we're gonna see MST going to be chained, looks like on his set card, and Israel will chain it, which is a Cool Tune Synchro. Okay. No response here. This is going to be really good for Mondo because on resolution he can summon the Crusea, which is going to give him a lot of value. So we're going to see the Q be added. Does he synchro summon? It looks like the answer is no. So now, do we see Phonics trigger? Do we see Crusea trigger? Let's see. So no. Does he not want to get windlocked? Is that why? And I believe this is a special summon. Now he adds Swen. From here... I think he could have activated Phonics and the Crusea here to attempt to bounce. Or not bounce, but shuffle back. And even if the remix like tributes itself, I think you're in a good spot regardless. Because I don't remember Israel having any hand traps in the graveyard that he'd be able to net off of that, so we'll see. Special summon of Swen here is now coming through, which is going to grab him the... It's probably just Vision, right? Yeah. I'm jealous. Mondo has Forbidden Crowns. I don't. I haven't been able to find anyone that has them yet, so I'll just hope that I get some later down the line. Okay, let's see. One thing Mondo could do is use that MST in hand to pop the field spell and then trigger Crusea or Phonics. But instead, he's going to tribute summon for the Crusea here, which is going to grab him what? Yeah, one MST is in grave. Looks like the Ascension is going to be what he adds and nothing else. You don't have to add MST. It is just an option, of course. And now we're going to see Vision to go ahead and draw 2. I think he drew a Sheena off of that. And what does he discard? Meghala. Yeah, at this point the Meghala has, you know, had its value tanked at this point, so from here, Phonics trigger, targeting the remix plus the field spell, and what is this remix in the grab? He could grab back Bell, low-key. I didn't see that he had the ghost spell on there. But what does he summon back though is the real question. Imagine if Mondo had Called By though on the remix. Oh my god, that would have been busted. Okay. Yeah, so showing Israel exactly what he has in the hand. Looks like he's gonna grab Rico out so that he could potentially add Clip from the deck. And the mix. So Mix is added to hand, right? Yeah. And then Resolution, he's going to Synchro Summon with them to make the... Ooh. What is this one? This one's the RS, right? And now we got Rico plus the mix effect, so that's going to be a pop. Plus, what else? What does Rico do? Spell Trap? Oh, okay, so nothing else. Alright, so RS is going to go ahead and now do nothing at this point, right? Like, he can banish a tuner to copy the effects. Oh no, this actually just is a imperm. Okay. Alright. Mondo is now going to place something on the board. What is it going to be? I think that was a Meghala, actually. So he is going to summon Meghala. And then activate the Ascension to Reborn. Chain MST. He's gonna summon out the Cresea. And now we're gonna see Phonics, Chainlink 1. Decides not to set the... Okay, no, he will. So, Chainlink 2, the Ascension to reset itself. So, Phonics and Varun can bring themselves onto the board. If an MST is activated when they are in the graveyard. So the quick play effect to summon from hand and the MST to summon from graveyard are two different effects, for those that do not know. Okay, from here, he's going to link off the Swen plus the Cresea to go ahead into the Great Fly. Okay. So all the wind monsters on the field will currently gain 500 attack. Every Earth, I believe, loses 400 attack. But isn't this RS like 37 or 34? Gains 300 for each tuner in the graveyard. Oh, okay. He's probably around that big, if not bigger. Not gonna lie. Okay. Now we're gonna see Chant be activated. Chain MST on the Chant. So he's gonna grab back an MST, I'm assuming. No. I guess he's adding. Oh, you cannot add that. No. Chant only adds level 4 or lowers. Not level 6. Oh man, if it could add Cresea, that would be broken. Because then you could resolve Cresea afterwards. So, yeah. Not the best case scenario, or not the best situation here, because that is an illegal play, but it's fine. So looks like he has 7 tuners, which means they're all gaining what, 21 plus 17 equals 30, what, 38? Okay. The Phonics is only at 35, unfortunately, so not very big, unfortunately. How does Mondo get over this monster? Oh wait, what? Greatfly has an effect like that? Hold on. Am I tripping? Let's see. Oh, never mind. He decided to crash. Gotcha. Crashing to add back to Sheena. Now he's going to go ahead and activate the Varun. Now he's going to be met with the imperm effect of the RS. Chain Sheena, which is going to dodge the RS effect, and he is going to be able to add himself the MST. Now, while he doesn't have any negates whatsoever, he has, what, Chant plus Ascension in the graveyard? So, he has ways to get that Phonics back onto the field, as well as that Cresea. So, not too bad. I actually like the way he played that, just so that he can guarantee the dodge from... what's his face from Israel. So, okay. Mondo lives to see another day. So now we will see Israel start his turn. He does have 4 cards in hand, and Ascension is going to be activated in the draw phase to special summon out the Cresea, and then Cresea is going to go ahead and grab out the Vision plus the MST from the graveyard. He could have also chain blocked it by activating the Phonics, because this is actually in the new chain. This wouldn't be activated right here, so it would have been Chainlink 1 Cresseia, Chainlink 2 Phonics, or vice versa, because it would be on the resolution of Ascension, not on the resolution of Cresseia. At least that way it would also be good, so that he could chain block against cards like Ghost Spell, Ash Blossom, etc. It would have been a lot cleaner. This is also kind of a mistake here, but nothing too crazy, you know. From here, we're gonna see Q be normal summoned out to go ahead and get him a summon. It'd be nice if Mondo can loop that Sheena again. God, Sheena is like literally the best card in my opinion for Radiant Typhoon ever, if you're playing it pure. For those that didn't catch it, Kamal Crooks ended up winning YCS Richmond for the 300th and YCS, right, with the Radiant Typhoon Yummy Tri-Brigade version of the deck. That's the deck build that I wanted to build, but I don't have all the cards yet, so, you know, I have to wait to get that, but I'm excited. And now here, we're going to see Mondo shuffle back the mix plus the Q with the Phonics effect. He could have activated the chant, though, to, like, grab MS... Oh, no, never mind. It's in his hand. Forget what I said. Yeah, never mind. But here, that's going to probably stop Israel's plays for the time being, because he doesn't have a JJ Cool Tune to keep going. So, Mondo's turn. We're going to see him... What? This is game, right? Yeah, 22, 3K, 29... But we're going to see Clip be activated. Chain Chant. So, grab back MST. Synchro Summon for the RS. And now Phonics can go ahead and do Chainlink 1 to shuffle back the RS. Chainlink 2 will be Rico and the Q. So let's see. Rico should be able to pop a monster. What does the other cards do? Looks like Cresseia is within that chain link, so Clip is the one that can banish one random extra deck monster face down. And now we're gonna see the Cresseia be summoned onto the field. Cresseia to add back. I mean, he doesn't have to grab MST. He can just grab a Radiant Typhoon monster here, and so, or a card, so he can add Vision. Looks like he's not going for that. He could also grab back Vararoon. Yeah, this deck struggles a lot when you don't have access to Mandate, dude. It's kind of unfortunate. Now, he is alive, right? So, like, he is at the very least able to keep fighting, but if he had Mandate, my god, he would be so in there. Now, he decides to grab the Swen. From here, Swen special summon, and now link off into Vararoon. Vararoon could add MST, but no, it's going to just do the effect to place into the spell and trap zone. MST on the Vararoon, special summon the Phonics, and just like that, Mondo winning game number 2. So we will be back in game 3. Now these players are pressed for time, and we're gonna see. Oh wow. Double Fualos be activated. Called by and Ash, though, are really good cards here. My god. How much better can Israel draw with this deck? We're going to see Mix add, and then we're going to see Cool Tune Synchro, grab the Clip, and then resolve by Synchro summoning out the RS. No, this is not RS. I keep forgetting the names. Maker. From here, we're going to see him grab JJ Cool Tune, and now he's going to additional normal summon out the Cool Tune Q to go ahead and bring out the Rose Whip, because Clip can summon any tuner, and if you didn't know, Rose Whip is a tuner. Yeah. This is lame. Yeah, Cool Tune has a way to actually beat the Radiant Typhoon monsters. It's so, like, random, but it's just, it works so well. And now JJ Cool Tune is going to go ahead and tribute the Q to grab Rico. Rico will grab Clip. And now next turn, he has a quick Synchro Summon as available to him. Although he's going to do a Synchro Summon right now. This one is going to go ahead and make the RS. And then he passes for turn. Yeah, Mondo drew an extra card, but we saw it was the Ash Blossom on top. He's good. So he drew Fuwalos. And here is the hilarious thing that I actually saw in person. Normal summon Fua. Israel's probably thinking, what is going on? Fallen in the Virtuous to go ahead and pop. He didn't send for cost yet though, so he has to do that. And then Sheena is going to be activated on the response of the RS to negate the Fallen in the Virtuous, which is kind of crazy that this can target any face-up card. Yeah. All the monsters are going to go back to hand, and we're going to see him... the Fallen doesn't even need to resolve at this point. This is amazing. So yeah, does Israel have any other plays? I don't think he has any cards in hand, does he? So yep, that Rosa Whip goes back. He sets a card, or he has his set card rather, and now Mondo can try to continue playing with the Radiant Typhoon chant. So this does not get responded to, luckily. MST onto the back row, which is the Cool Tune Synchro. Cool Tune Synchro is going to resolve, grabbing out the Q, and he can Synchro Summon actually. He has 2 tuners in hand, but chooses not to. He takes 29 from, what's this called? The Sheena. And then end phase, we're going to see Albion. Now, they're pressed for time, so I'm not going to call any, like, you know, potential misplays that Mondo has made. I'm sure if he had, like, much more time, he would have gone ahead and add, like, a Swen or an Eldum so that he can continue playing. So we're not going to fault him on the play that he did here, because you can only do so much when you're, like, you know, in that barrier of, like, that 2-minute mark, right? So, anyways... Q is going to be normal summoned out to special summon, and is going to be met with a Fallen in the Virtuous. This is going to grab Rico, and unfortunately, Rico will get him a search, which is going to be the mix. He can normal summon it if he wants, with the additional normal summon of JJ Cooltoon. But we're going to instead see Naturia Rose Whip summon, and then Synchro summon from the hand and the field to make... what is this going to make here? Is it going to be Remix? It is going to be the RS, I believe. Yeah. From here, we're going to see, what was that? Mix, which is going to pop a monster. And then he's going to attack directly with the RS and the Rose Whip. Now he draws for turn. MST on the Anti-Spell Fragrance. Wow, what a scumbag, as if it couldn't be worse. Now we're going to see the Fallen, the Ecclesia. That's going to go ahead and target the Albion as well as the RS to shuffle both of those, all 3 cards back. Passes, gets the Ghost Mourner, tributes, Fuwalos, he gets a draw. So if Israel wants to keep playing, he's going to have to give Mondo at least 2, I believe. Here we have the Mix. Mix is going to search for the Q, additional normal summon. Q is going to go ahead and bring back a body from the graveyard, which is going to be the Rico. And this is really good because it prevents 1 less draw. Rico is going to grab out the Clip. And is this game? Israel's taking his time to think on the best course of action. He is going to have to hurry up just a little bit, but this is nothing too bad. I mean, he can make RS, right? Oh, this is the first time we've seen this one in this duel. Loudness War. All other tuners you control cannot be targeted by card effects and destroyed by card effects. And then, quick effect. This is the one that banishes one of the Cool Tune tuners to copy their effects. As if they were used as a synchro material. So now, here we see Mondo draw for turn. It is, or not draw for turn, draw for the Fuwalos, right? Which is going to go ahead and grab him the Vision to his hand, which is nice. If he's able to live, he's gonna be able to, you know, do some good shit. He draws for turn now. Ooh, Eldum. Eldum's really good here. Now we're gonna see him special summon Eldum. Eldum effect. Could grab him Swen. Probably going to grab him Cresea, though. Instead is gonna grab him. What is it, Meghala? Is gonna be Swen. Swen here is now going to activate its effect to grab Chant. Chant effect to search. Is this gonna be an MST? Looks like the answer is no. No response. So let's see what he's gonna grab. Looks like he's gonna grab Meghala here. The thing is that this Rose Whip is like really putting in work. From here, he thinks about linking off, decides not to. Now then, he decides to again, to make the Varroon, to grab MST, chain the effect of the Loudness War, banishing the Rico to pop, and then Sheena. Oh, brother. Israel has to be pissed off about that. We're going to see clip to quick synchro, but it's going to be in vain. Although, I guess not really, right? Even though this card goes back, he can use the Rico and clip effect, right? So, now he grabs his MST. We're going to see the effects of clip and Rico, banish a random card, and pop. And now Mondo is going to draw 2, or at least try to. Oh, Perulia plus Meghala? Oh, that's rough. That's so rough. What do you even discard here? Yeah, and here we see the Rose Whip. So we're gonna see Israel take that game. Mondo decided to give him the win graciously, as it would have taken a lot for him to continue. But I think one thing that Mondo could have done is potentially grab the Crusea, which, let's see, if he grabs Crusea there, then he activates the chant to search, summon out the Crusea to add 2, and then goes Varroon. He probably does get hit with the Loudness Ward to get popped, and then he activates Sheena, and then he's able to pop off still. But I wasn't there whenever they were playing, so we are going to just assume that the time really just did affect a lot of the plays that went on there. So congratulations to Israel for winning round number 1. We will be back in round number 2.